34 years old. Blagoy Ivanov is 33. Derrick Lewis is the taller man by 4 inches. He will have a 6-inch reach advantage. Now for the introductions for the heavies. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record. 18 wins, 2 losses, 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 257 and 1/2 pounds. Fighting out of Sofia, Bulgaria, presenting the number 8 ranked heavyweight contender in the world, Blagoy Ivanov. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a brawler, holding a professional record, 21 wins, 7 losses, 1 no contest. He stands 63 inches tall, weighing in at 265 pounds. Fighting out of Houston, Texas, presenting the number 5 ranked heavyweight contender in the world, Derrick the Black Beast Lewis. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Todd Anderson.
Final assignment of the night for the veteran official, Todd Anderson. Ariane Celeste, thank you, dear. Getting us started for round 1. Ariane here with Brittany Palmer, Red De La Cruz, all in the building for UFC 244. Tonight's fight clock is brought to you by Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Derrick Lewis in the black trunks, Blagoy Ivanov out of the southpaw stances in red. Lewis returning here for the first time since his 5th UFC main event. It came against Junior Dos Santos in Wichita, Kansas back in March. One of the more wild first rounds you will ever see. A little American patriotism behind Derrick Lewis here early on.
Ivanov feinting on the outside, just throwing that jab and trying to see what kind of reaction he can get out of Derrick Lewis. And Derrick Lewis being very patient and definitely looking for that big shot. That is his specialty. His specialty is dropping bombs on him. Threw a kick. Ivanov caught it. Looks for the trip. Derrick Lewis's knee is all scrambled up there, and he's on his back. Not a good position for Lewis.
And a good early sign for Ivanov as he lands his first takedown attempt. Felt like he had to close the distance early.
Side control. Side control for Ivanov, the world combat sambo champion. This guy has legit submission skills.
I mean, if there was one place Blagoy wanted to be in the first 2 minutes of this fight, it's right here, and he got it.
Let's see what Derrick does to try to get back up to his feet. But he's already in trouble. Blagoy looks like he's trying to set up a cross-side crucifix. Well, it looks like he's got an Americana. And Derrick explodes out of it. Outstanding. Nice knee to the body by Derrick Lewis. And a big right hand. Oh, Ivanov's in trouble.
That uppercut certainly touched the chin of Ivanov.
Oh, my gosh, these guys are trading.
Derrick Lewis is so terrifying. When those punches start flying.
Well, when Ivanov fought Alir Latifi back in 2008, the ring broke. Thankfully, they are fighting in a cage tonight.
Bring your hand back in the cage. There you go.
Derrick Lewis looking for the takedown. Look out, though. He might get caught in a guillotine.
You don't see Derrick Lewis shoot a lot, but there it is. We said that Blagoy has a good guillotine and a good key lock, and he already attempted both of those 2 submissions in the first 3 minutes of this fight.
He's got the head wrapped up, but only with one arm. He wants to connect his hands, and he cannot. And Derrick is back up to his feet, separating. He's going to look for a knee.
Grab that. There you go.
Oh, nice knee by Ivanov.
Under 2 minutes now to go in round 1.
Derrick is being very patient. And this is something that he didn't have early in his career. The more experience he's gotten, the more he's learned to pace himself and look for openings. instead of just trying to force them. Oh, big elbow by Derrick Lewis.
And right here, these guys are just battling for the position with the underhook and the overhook to see, who can be on the fence. Derrick Lewis is happy with being here in this close proximity. So is Blagoy. I mean, they're not trading frozen turkeys to each other's faces, so it's a lot easier to do. That's what their hands look like to me. They're so big.
Blagoy ducked under that right hand. Attempted the hip toss, but lost the position.
Only 2 men in MMA have beaten Blagoy, Ivanov, Alexander Volkov, who you'll see next week, and of course Junior Dos Santos.
Both of them looking to line up that power side hand. Right hand for Lewis, the left hand for Blagoy is what they're looking for.
Derrick Lewis, born in New Orleans, Louisiana, now reps Houston, Texas. Bob Perez, 4-ounce Fight Club. All right, round 2 coming up. Tonight's Corner Cam is brought to you by Body Armor, the official sports drink of UFC, with potassium-packed electrolytes and natural flavors and sweeteners. Grab one today at 7-Eleven.
Slow down your heart. Okay?
You're good.
I'm going to need you to give yourself some water here. There you go. All right, I need you to breathe for me, Derrick. All right, so I do not want you kicking right now, Derrick. I know why you're doing it. If we're going to kick, we got to get in his face first, okay? We can't kick naked, okay? Close your eyes. Big breaths. The 2-piece wins this fight. The 1-2, stay outside of his lead leg. Let's really stick the jab in his face, throw that right hand. He is very timid right now. He's going to continue to look to get you on the fence.
And there we see the kick by Derrick Lewis. Blagoy Ivanov looks for the trip, gets him down to the ground. And Derrick was able to scramble back up to his feet here, which is huge for Derrick, and a big knee to the body there, a right hand behind it. There's a nasty elbow by Derrick Lewis from the clinch. Blagoy Ivanov is a tough man. Look at that scar on his chest, right where his solar plexus is. That came from a knife. He got stabbed in the heart, almost died, survived. He stitched him back up.
Who says that? Yeah, I've been stabbed in the heart, and I'm good.
Yeah, he's all right.
It's a crazy story. February 2012, he was 7-0 in MMA. It resulted in a 21-month layoff. He was in critical care for several weeks.
Let's go, Lewis. Chant in the crowd. Oh, big right hand by Blagoy. Sneaky, too.
And that's that left hand as a southpaw that's landing right on Derrick Lewis. He ain't ready for it. Both of them got the power side that they're looking for. Blagoy's looking for that. Blagoy's looking for that left hand. Derrick Lewis looking for the right hand, and they're just both lining that up.
Nemiroff, bold character since 1872.
Derrick Lewis looking for the uppercut there. Just missed. He's being very patient in this fight, which is just so different from the way he fought earlier in his career. And that was one of the reasons why he would get gassed out. He would scramble and get a little too crazy.
Also had tons of first-round finishes.
Yes.
But I think that also the takedown that Blagoy went for early kind of got Derrick Lewis like, I don't want to be there. This guy's got good submissions. I got to stay away from that. It's made him a little gun shy.
Inside kick from Derrick. There's the right hand. Oh, he's hurt.
Oh, even on the wobbly legs.
Oh, he gets caught too.
Wow. Oh, even on.
Wow.
Heavyweight MMA.
Nice try.
Useful.
Derrick Lewis took 1 second to rest.
He was resting and he nodded to somebody. Like he was making contact with someone in the audience, looked at them and nodded, and then he got taken down. Now here he is. Yeah, and this is bad. And now Ivanov is bringing the elbow tighter to the body. The tighter he makes the elbow and lower to the body, the more pressure it puts on the shoulder. This is a bad position here for Derrick Lewis. He's going to tap. He raised his thumb up. But this is survivable. Where the elbow is now is survivable. If the elbow gets closer to the body, it puts the real pressure on the joint. This is not as bad. Believe it or not, it looks nasty, but that's survivable. There you go.
Wow, so the ball is over the right. What around, and now Ivanov is wearing it, matched in blood.
He shows his explosiveness when he's in those positions. He pops up so quick and just starts throwing so heavy, Derrick Lewis.
Look at his begging him to grab his leg. Have you ever seen anybody do that before?
2 minutes in round 2. USA chants raining down here inside Madison Square Garden. Ivanov 2 for 3 on his takedown attempts thus far. Closing the distance again.
Derrick is looking to take a little bit of a break here, I think.
Significant strikes, no surprise. Advantage Lewis.
Particularly now, right? Blagoy going to the body here and the uppercut. Fingers out of the cage.
Todd Anderson warning Ivanov to not interlock his fingers in the fence.
Oh, big knee by Lewis. Nasty uppercut. Oh, he hurt him.
Huge right. Somehow Ivanov is able to eat it. Incredible check.
Ivanov is a tank, man. How did he eat that?
Well, he's eating knives to the heart, so a punch is not that big of a deal, I don't think. I mean, goodness, this guy's tough.
And he's pressing Lewis. Look at this. Oh, my goodness. Big shot.
Looked like Lewis was trying to catch a breather. Ivanov not affording him that opportunity. Less than 30 seconds in the round.
If Lewis had a snappier jab, to keep a fighter away with a jab, he's just so right-hand happy. It would really benefit him. What a trip. Beautiful, beautiful throw. He's looking for the choke here.
The grappling of Blagoy is really nice. You got to commend it. I mean, the trips that he's landed, that throw that you just saw, this guillotine attempt, which is what he's good at.
Yeah.
He's very, very good at grappling. This is nice.
And that 10-finger guillotine is so nasty, your head gets stuck in the chest. The hands are clasped together under the neck.
Tonight's Corner Cam brought to you by Body Armor, the official sports drink of UFC with potassium-packed electrolytes and natural flavors and sweeteners. Grab one today at 7-Eleven.
You gotta come at him. You understand?
Come on, you're getting tired.
You gotta come at him.
Bring it, buddy.
Big grab. Talk about. You push him.
Lean all the way back. If you can lean all the way back, you'd be way better off. Lean back, lean back. Lean back all the way and relax. Breath in. Breath in.
The right eyes first.
Breath in.
There you go. Yeah. Come on, baby. Come on.
Come on, lean all the way back and I can work on you better. Lean back. You know what to do. Right side attacks.
Right elbow to there, D.
I want right hand. Jab, right hand. Outside the lead foot. Fake, make him dip the head, hit the uppercut.
He gave him Vaseline eyebrows. What's going on there?
Round 3 is brought to you by P3, the official protein snack of UFC.
You're supposed to wipe that stuff off, right?
It's Halloween, Logan.
Oh,
leave it alone.
Well, I noticed too, a left hand that Ivanov landed early round 2 kind of slipped right off the Vaseline. Ivanov, former member of the Bulgarian national judo team. You saw those judo chops there late in round 2. Third and final, here we go.
I can't stop seeing that sleep.
Sorry. Tom, how do you score this fight if you got to score this fight now?
Well, that's what I was saying earlier. You don't know how the judges are seeing it. Are they scoring takedowns or are they not? Do they know what a takedown is? I don't know sometimes. But the big punches are landing for Derrick Lewis. The beautiful takedowns and the control is going for Blagoy. So it's back and forth if you ask me.
Yeah, I feel like that second round, the big moment was Derrick Lewis's big punches.
Agreed.
but that's the second round.
Blagoy got a couple takedowns and some submission attempts in there too. He didn't finish them, but I mean, he's going through. He's not just laying on top of Derrick Lewis. He's being active.
And it's also a question of, like, what do you score more? Like, what's more significant to you?
And that's what the judges. That's where you got to read the judges in each state, which is different everywhere. Good luck, guys.
Well, major news, fight fans. UFC Fight Pass, the new exclusive home for LFA. You can watch the final 2 LFA live events of 2019, November 15th and 22nd. Sign up for UFC Fight Pass today. Cracking right there from Lewis as we come up on 3.5 minutes to go.
Again, Derrick is so right hand heavy. If he just had a power left hand, a sharp jab, like look at it, they're right in front of each other. If he had a popping jab and not just a big power right hand, it would benefit him so much.
You're not wrong at all, Joe. I think you're right, except being a southpaw in Blagoy, it kind of muffles the jab hand that you have, and he grabs it. You see Nate Diaz do it a lot. You saw Nick Diaz do it a lot. When you're a conventional fighter versus southpaw, it muffles the jab. You have to switch it to a hook.
I would just like to see him do that in all of his fights. Agreed. Just have a power left hand.
His coaches are telling him fake an uppercut, fake an overhand right. That was really their direction. So he's doing what his coaches ask. Nice trip again.
Derrick survives that one.
Fake the shot.
Ivanov 3 of 6 on his takedown attempts. Less than half a round now to go. Lewis put everything into that uppercut, but Ivanov able to avoid it.
What we saw in the Alexander Volkov fight was that Lewis carries that power deep into the fight. And he can knock you out with 2 seconds to go.
That fight you referenced last October, the greatest statistical comeback finish in UFC history.
And we actually called it right before it happened. We were saying, don't sleep on this. Because even though Lewis is behind, all it takes is one shot, and then boom, he lands it.
And he doesn't look near as gassed as he has in past fights, so we know he can do it right now, too.
He looks much better, and I think,
bad shot.
Blagoy perhaps looking for the darts here.
This is not a guy you want to take a bad shot on because of this front guillotine that he's got.
And he's doing it, he's going for it again. Oh,
nice shot by Lewis. On him. Boom! Pick up the lands.
Man.
Really see the experience of Blagoy in this fight to have lasted this long with the punches that he's eaten and the tactics that he used against Derrick Lewis. And Derrick Lewis, too, is usually gassed out by now. I mean, these guys have both got a lot of experience, and you see it in how long this fight has gone. Not the most tactical fight in the world, but powerful, yes.
The second most tactical fight?
I mean, depends on who you're watching, I guess.
There's that uppercut. It's just all right side with Derrick Lewis when it comes to offense, and he's doing himself a disservice with that by not adding that left hand, left elbow, left punch, by only using it to set up and create distance and measure distance. See, it's all right hand, always. There's a good left. He's swinging. Uppercut.
Blagoy's eating him.
He's big knee.
Certainly a good way to close the show for the Black Beast, Derrick Lewis. You won't be surprised to learn that Blagoy Ivanov has never been knocked out as an MMA pro, and the chin held up under some serious pressure tonight. This fight replay is brought to you by Nemiroff, bold character since 1872.
And we see here Lewis with a good right hand. Blagoy eats pretty much everything that's get thrown at him. I mean,
crazy.
Pretty impressive the way he's done. Look at this trip here. Derrick Lewis took 1 second to rest, gets put by a nice trip on his butt. And right here, another right hand, heavy right hand that usually folds people. Blagoy with a beautiful throw there, overhook. And right here's the end of the round where Derrick Lewis really stepped it up, tried to finish it. They swing for the fences, pun intended. And now here they are really just trading, trying to get the finish. Derrick Lewis finishing strong. Uppercut lands. Blagoy eats everything.
Amazing how that guy has the ability to eat punches. When you're talking about a punch from Derrick Lewis, I mean, just incredible.
All right, some numbers on this one. Significant strikes advantage Derrick Lewis in terms of the total strikes. Blagoy Ivanov outlanding Lewis 59-37. 3 takedowns on 6 attempts for Ivanov. Trying to hold serve as a slight -125 betting favorite here tonight against Derrick, the Black Beast Lewis. And looking forward for Derrick Lewis, we don't have the scorecards just yet, but they believe that he will be lighter and faster for his next fight, right? This was just the first time that they were really trying to attack the strength and conditioning and the overall physique. So some good signs for sure for Derrick Lewis tonight.
He looked great. I mean, all I could say is Derrick Lewis looked great.
All right, the official decision brought to you by Metro by T-Mobile. Catch all the action with Metro by T-Mobile and never miss a knockout with their reliable network and unlimited data. With those scorecards, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Dave Torelli scores the contest 30-27, Lewis. Eric Cohen scores it 29-28, Ivanov. And Chris Lee scores the contest 29-28 for the winner by split decision, Derrick, the Black Beast Lewis.